Previously on Traveling Well with the Eclectic Monk.
Right.
This doctor saw me this past Friday. She also confirmed that it is ocular melanoma, and she wants to do a radiation treatment where they would actually put me to sleep, take a small plaque that is full of radioactive seeds, place it into my eye, sew it back up, and give me a lead plate to put over it, because for the week that I would be wearing this radioactive plaque in my eye, I would not be allowed to sleep with my husband, be around anyone without this lead plate covering my eye, because apparently I would be radioactive.
Just want to document this spot. God spoke to me in this spot this morning as the sun came out and broke through. This is where I heard the voice of God in my heart, loud and clear. Praise be to God.
Body is made to heal. I believe that the key to this whole thing for me personally is my immune system.
Next part of the journey, huh?
Yep. So I'm sitting in the chapel at the Emory University Hospital. Back in the late 60s, my dad was here for a long time. He had double hip replacement surgery, and at the time that was very experimental, and he was here for quite a while, then in a hospital bed for a long time. Anyway, I have very stark memories of Emory Hospital from a 5-year-old's perspective. Then in 2011, my oldest son was here for a long time as they were trying to come up with a diagnosis for his mystery illness. Spent a lot of time in this room during the 2 weeks he was here, about 10 days, I think, before they finally figured it out. And now I'm sitting here again with my wife across the street, or actually under the street, I think. If I have my subterranean geography right. Having a radioactive piece of metal put into her eye socket onto the eye to destroy a tumor where she has an ocular melanoma. And so I have a couple of hours to go while they're working on her, and I'm back in the chapel. I'd be real happy if this is the last time I see this room. Let's see what happens.
Is there a Danny? Anyone named Danny?
So, as you can see, I'm in my greenhouse getting my laptop set up to play around in here. It's Saturday. We are about halfway through the week of Jamie having the radioactive plaque in her eye. Get it taken out Wednesday morning, so this is Saturday morning. So by this afternoon, we'll reach the halfway point in this adventure in isolation. So she can only be, she has to be at least 12 feet away from anyone, any living thing, to not impact them with the radioactive cosmic rays that are flowing out of her eye. Or actually, the thing is in the nasal corner of her left eye, pointed this way. So standing to her left is really where you get the biggest blast. I try to sneak up on her from the right every now and then, and at least give her a kiss on the neck. But she can't hug the grandkids; they're staying away. She can't cuddle the cats. She can't cuddle the dog. Certainly can't cuddle me, which is unusual, because we do like to sit together on the couch and hold hands and things like that. We're old, but we're not dead. Anyway, this is an interesting thing, to be isolated from someone that you love, and she's just, right there. So Jamie had originally said she was going to sleep here, but I managed to talk her into letting me sleep in the camper. It's a very cozy, very comfortable bed. There's nothing bad about it. We cleaned it up nice, and it was all ready for her to isolate in. But when we got home from the hospital, I said, I'd feel a lot better if you slept in a comfortable bed in familiar surroundings with a bathroom nearby that you don't have to look for, because her vision is pretty impaired. Even the good eye, the one that's not covered, is kind of blurry, and not sure what that's about, but it is what it is. Good news is that she's not in any severe pain from the procedure. It is uncomfortable, but she's only been taking some Tylenol at night to sleep. She did say today that it's getting more uncomfortable as it goes along, and I guess that's to be expected as the radiation eats deeper into the tumor. I don't know. We didn't know what to expect, but it's been an answered prayer that she's not just in excruciating pain the whole time. Guess we'll see how things go. On the downhill side of the week, well, we are scheduled to go in early Wednesday morning. She was the first one to get it put in. She'll be the first one to get it taken out because apparently the timing on this thing is pretty precise. So that's good. We'll just have to get up at 4 o'clock on Wednesday morning and go back to Atlanta. But at least at that point, this week will be over. And yes, it's only a week, but it's a whole week. Luckily, it's the weekend. It's kind of rainy, and I'm going to hang out in the greenhouse and create stuff. I'm working on a music project and some other things in this video, obviously. So anyway, that's where we are at the halfway point. She's inside, surrounded by the sounds of home, but without any of the touch. Check back later. So, this is what I do in the afternoons. I'm still driving a school bus. I was watching my first 2 or 3 traveling well videos the other night, sitting in the camper, and I realized it was kind of a big deal when I started doing this. Well, just as an update, I am still doing this. I'm now driving standby, so it means I go anywhere and everywhere. Every day is different, and it's kind of cool. I actually used to deliver FedEx out here, back around 1985, 86, when there was absolutely nothing in this county, and now it's filled with cars, people, and neighborhoods. So it's kind of cool. I know the main roads. I don't know the neighborhoods, but I've got a little GPS that tells me where to go. We have another full day, 2 more nights before Jamie gets the radioactive plaque out of her eye. And I was again looking back at what all we've done, and we've traveled a lot, we've seen a lot, we've done a lot of cool things. But obviously we're in the middle of this journey right now. Fortunately, it has not really been excruciatingly painful. It's been really uncomfortable for her. And as time has gone on, it's growing more and more uncomfortable. And I think just the mental part of it has been the hardest part for her, because nobody can touch her, really. I mean, I sneak in and rub her head for a second, but she's obviously very worried. Radiation is a weird thing. You can't see it, you can't smell it, you can't feel it, you can't hear it, and yet they tell me it's there and it's bad for me. And I'm really tired of sleeping alone in the camper, I can tell you that. But 2 more nights, and then we'll go have this thing taken out and trust that the tumor will shrink and her cancer will be resolved, and that'll be the final part of this journey. That's certainly our prayer. The lifestyle changes that she's made, we're still following that, still trying to cut out processed foods, trying to eat whole foods, and to reduce stress and exercise. That's one of the reasons I'm doing this particular job now, is because it's less stressful than what I had before. And it's cancer reminds you that life is short, that life is finite. We've got so many days on this planet, and so we need to make sure we make the best of every one of them. And so that's our goal coming out of this adventure, is to live life and enjoy one another, enjoy our grandkids, enjoy our children, our friends, and live like every day matters. So we will go back to Emory early Wednesday morning, and round 2 of radioactive plaque, the removal part, is coming up. I can't wait. Time to go to Atlanta. Get this thing done.
Right, and I'll stop.
She is in surgery right now, having the radioactive plaque removed from the eye, and we're just praying that her discomfort will go away, that her light sensitivity will resolve, and that we'll have a nice nap in bed together later on this afternoon. I'm really looking forward to having my wife back. There she is, ready to go home. Hold on, guys. Greetings, friends, and welcome back to Traveling Well. Just want to give a bit of an update. We're a week out past Jamie having the plaque removal procedure where they took the radioactive plaque out of her eye. It was pretty long week, to be honest, to be separated. Even though we were, living in the same place, we were 12 feet apart for a week, and that's not easy to do. On the back side of it, everything went well. The muscle that they had to reattach in her eye was in the right place, the doctor said, so it went back on easily. She's had very little side effects. Her vision is blurry. The eye is still red and irritated. I keep telling her, they gouged your eyeball out twice in a week and then put a radioactive hunk of metal in your head for 7 days. So I imagine your eye is going to be a little bit irritated. And then she laughs and says, my eye's irritated. But anyway, medically, we're just waiting now for December 1st, where we go back for our follow-up appointment. Well, they'll make sure that everything's working right. And over time, we're told this tumor should disappear. 90% of the time, it works. And we're trusting that because we did this procedure not out of coercion from doctors, but because we felt that God had led us to do this, that, it's going to be fine. The tumor will go away. I believe that. Jamie's also working with a functional medical professional to get her internal health put together. We found out through some blood tests and other things, some things she needs to work on, especially some mold issues that she has from her job that she needs to figure out, because that's probably a big part of her overall health problem. So she is still very much of the mind that you don't get cancer out of the blue, that it's the result of a lifetime of, bad decisions, toxins in our environment and in our food, way too much sugar, inflammatory seed oils, all these things. And And we've cut those things out of our diet. We're really working hard to eat clean and healthy and believe that that's going to make the difference in the long run. What her prayer is that she can not only overcome this tumor will go away. And again, we had to go this medical route. And I'll tell you that story. We really were not inclined to do it, but she certainly wasn't. I mean, my job is to support her. And so I told her, you do what you feel led to do. But as I said, I showed in the little clip at the beginning, I was up on the mountain praying about it. And God spoke very clearly to me and said, this has divine purpose. This tumor is there because it's supposed to be there. And that was very peace-giving to both of us. And then we had a follow-up appointment with Emory, the hospital, to get another ultrasound done. And so we had laid out the fleece. We said, all right, God, if you want us to go through with this procedure, then let this tumor have grown. And if you don't want us to go through it, if you want us to pursue a nutritional alternative route, then let the tumor either have stayed the same or have gotten a little bit smaller. That's what we need to know. And we laid that out, and we went and had the ultrasound, and it had grown. And so we both, when the ultrasound tech told Jamie, it's a good thing you came in because this thing has grown a millimeter, Jamie looked at me and said, well, there's our answer. And so we knew that going through with the procedure was God's plan. We did that. But we believe going forward, God's plan is not to get on the scan train to keep eating bad stuff and abusing our bodies and trusting that medicine is going to fix us. We firmly believe that the body is created to heal. We have incredible healing properties. And if we give it what it needs, and that includes reducing stress load, workloads, all those things, and nutritionally giving it food that has real nutritional value, all the good stuff and very little of the bad stuff. We believe that will give us a good, strong decade or so of health, which, when you're in your 60s, you're looking toward your 70s. Hey, man, if I'm a healthy 75-year-old, I can't complain. So, we are definitely looking to slow down, to enjoy our life, and to move forward in a way that promotes health and healing, not treatments and doctor's visits. She is going to get an MRI just to make sure that the cancer hasn't spread. If it has, it usually goes to the liver. If she has cancer in her liver, then we are going to treat that naturally and trust that that's what God is leading us to do. So we're listening to God. We're following him. We're trusting in this wonderful creation that he's made and his grace. And we're committed to doing the right things to stay as healthy as we possibly can for as long as we can be healthy. And then, as I've said many times, I'm going to drop dead someday, and it's going to be okay because I'm just going home when it's all said and done. But I got grandkids to enjoy, children to appreciate and enjoy, a world that needs love more than anything. And so I'll leave you with that thought. Until we meet again, walk in peace, travel well, enjoy the journey, and never, never doubt that you are deeply loved by the holy God who created you and knows you more intimately than you even know yourself. Until next time, God bless. So what we have here is the reason why I love cats. Because cats come into your house and bring, what's this? Oh, half a dead squirrel. Thanks, Mallow. Hide yourself. Stupid. This episode of Traveling Well is brought to you by Splurge. Splurge, the new cash app that lets you spend up to 1 billion crypto dollars with no accountability and no oversight. Hey, if it's good for the federal government, it's good for you. Splurge today.
shall eventually fade into night, and there is nothing